In my undergrad at North Dakota State, I had a teacher who talked about process versus the product, where the process is the lines in which you're moving forward through time. Then there's the product, which is on that line, the very end. You're at the end of the line. The difference between the process and the product is right now versus the end. Now, ignorance is bliss. When you start something, you usually start without the end in mind, without the product. Now, goal setting usually has a huge product. You want to get someplace. You want to get here. Now, the problem with that is that there are many, many, many roads to get there. Now, here's where the problem comes in, which starts with the stress, pressure, frustration, and all this other garbage. Let's use the pole vault example. When you start pole vault, why did you start pole vaulting? I started pole vault because it looked like fun, and I just wanted to experience it. I wanted to see what would happen. It was full of experiments and surprises. When you have experiments and surprises, anything is possible, and you just kind of keep building upon the surprise. What surprise did I get, and what was the outcome of the experiment? And then you kind of keep building off of that, and that's the process. Now, what happens when you think about the product or the end first, then you're trying to force the image that you have in your head. You're like, this is the road to get there. I need to stay on this road and get there. And if you stay on the same road the whole time, then all of a sudden you have a roadblock. You can't loop around and get to that other road or destination that you want to get to. And that can cause a lot of frustration, problems, because you're trying to break down the barrier. A plan in the future, something down the road in the future, and that's what it has to look like. And then when reality doesn't match that, you're like,
what did I do? And you start freaking out a little bit.
Suffering is caused by wanting things to be different than the way they are. Or another way of thinking about it is that reality doesn't match the picture that's in your head, and that also freaks people out big time. So here's what I recommend. Remember why you started. Let's try and keep this simple. Keep experimenting to see what you can do. That's it. Experiment to see what you can do. That way, you get surprises and you get knowledge. That leads to more knowledge and more surprises. I'll say that one more time. Experiment so you get surprises and knowledge. That leads to more knowledge and surprises. And then you're set. Then whatever happens just happens. Even if it doesn't match the picture in your head, which might be a surprise, then you gain more information, you can make better experiments and get more surprises. Think about that for a while.